Guilty.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Katie.
Oh, let's see, you just disappeared from me here now. How do I get you back? Here,
Sometimes if I speak, it helps.
I found it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got something that's on my mind. I get irritated. I mean, I know this is a knee-jerk response, sort of, but it's really something that is uh, disturbing me. That's small things like in the traffic, or I drop things, or I get problems with an app or whatever
Mm.
that uh, I really get unproportionately irritated about it.
Mm.
And uh, it's one of these things that I really wish I could change.
Yeah, so you can see that it's not up to you. If it was up to you, it wouldn't be like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that's clear. And then also, like the way of speaking about it is that I get irritated rather than irritation comes up in me. But just exploring the difference between those two just for a moment. Just I know we've done this before, but so I get irritated and irritation comes up in me. Just see what the difference is between those
Yeah.
two. And, so we can see that irritation comes up, even though if it was up to you, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
So, that gives us now a basis for just seeing okay, somehow um, that happened. We're just resting with them, just seeing what are the mechanics, what actually goes on when irritation comes up. And we don't know where it comes from. It can be from, who knows, childhood, can be from.
Yeah, it really feels like it's like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, there's some old information in the system. There's some, just gently being present, not to try to solve it, not to, because you can see it really doesn't have anything about to do with you. It has to do with some old information, basically.
Yeah. And when I can sit with it like this and it just
Mm.
dissolves.
Yeah, yeah, para.
I know sometimes you speak about when things come up to honor these things, sort
Mhm.
of. And I think with this one, it's more difficult because it's so explosive. It's so
Yeah,
very, very quick.
yeah. Look, so the it can be that there's some old trauma information where somewhere your system was interrupted in its flow in some way, and then irritation came up. And so if it's trauma based, which it feels like, it would have like a stronger feeling to it, and it's pretty instantaneous. It's suddenly there. So the being able to honor it only really comes with the inquiry into it. That recognition, okay, if it was up to me, it wouldn't be there. There's just something going on, automatic, unconscious. So somehow it has some energy. And it's like the moment, and it goes so quickly in that direction that there's an agenda wanting to get rid of it, wanting to change it, then it feeds, then it gets fed. So yeah, there's just something, some old information. That's all we know.
Yeah.
And oftentimes an irritation or something like that has to do underneath it. There's a feeling of powerlessness. And that irritation is a means of trying to feel powerful again. But yeah, and at a big cost. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right now I really feel it is very old
Information.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Look, and I'm actually sure if you had to ask everybody here how many people know a similar movement or something, everyone would say, yeah, me.
Yeah, I know.
Because yeah, it's so it's generic. It's so common. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm. It feels good just to
Mm.
bring it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh. And something is happening in here in the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Isaac.
Mhm. Thank you. So too.
I really love it.
I said to me. Oh, come on.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Kamal.
I would like to follow up on the question about irritation that you just had with Kirti. Same problem here. Your answer resonated with me so much. Like you said two things, that this is trauma-based, and this was like a new way of looking at it for me. Because when I investigated this problem for myself, I actually saw that it originated at one of my jobs, where I had to answer customers very quickly. So I could like go to the toilet or get a glass of water, but I had to come back to answer. And so this constant, like I could not do one step at a time. And I realized that after this job, I became like very explosive and irritated. So it's like that was something that interrupted my flow. And also, you said, yeah, that it's related to helplessness, which also I realized was the truth for me, because I felt like I cannot do anything in this situation because it's my work. I have to do it. And I didn't see like any other opportunity for work. So it clicks with me so much. And I would like to ask, so once there is this understanding, is there a need to heal this sort of chain reaction? Or do I just need to accept it? Like
No,
it was.
it's a good question. I don't know about, so we hear, and in this moment, um, in this moment, it doesn't even really exist, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a memory in a way. So, yeah. And then there's an idea of like, with a thought, what do I do about it in the future? If it comes again. Yeah.
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 But for me, it comes on regular basis, like every day.
Okay.
Same as Kirti said, like small things, the app freezing, traffic, and it's very unpleasant state.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I see
So
now that it's like a pattern of reacting.
yeah, so coming back to this moment, just here, then just playing. What has to happen so that irritation could enter this moment? Because this moment, there's no irritation. So now we just see what has to happen.
The customer should message me and I should stop satsang to answer him. Then my irritation would happen 100%.
So irritation just happened?
No, now I'm not working.
No, you're not working. Okay, cool. So what has to happen inside you, or if you, whatever you want, however you want to describe it, for irritation to be able to enter this moment?
I think it's the feeling that I don't have a choice, that like I have to do
Okay.
something which I don't want to do now.
Okay. Okay. So the feeling that there's no choice,
Like a feeling of obligation.
of obligation. Okay, so not really no choice, but obligation.
Yeah, because it seems like in my mind, obligation should come first.
Yeah. So in this moment now, sorry, I've got an itch on my foot, so I'm just scratching. So in this moment, the idea of obligation, yeah, mosquito bite on my foot. So in this moment, we hear, and so how would we move from this to a sense of obligation? Who can do that to us? Can
It's a
anyone?
thought in which I believe
a,
that I have to do something.
okay, so it's a thought that somehow there's a belief in you that I have to. So
Yes,
nobody can do it to us.
yes.
So it's somehow a conditioning, and that's been taken or that's been believed in. But in this moment, we can see it's just it's a thought. It's not in this moment. It has no power. But now let's see, what does it take to move into this idea that obligation is more important than peace? So
Just believe. Yeah, that I believe in this thought that I have no choice and I have to do something else.
Okay.
But
So
I
what does it take for in this moment for that to happen?
believe to be caught up in this thought for me.
Yeah. So, but why is it not happening now?
Mhm. There is no trigger now.
Okay. So that's what we're looking for. We're just playing. So somehow now,
I think maybe it's also for me understanding that it is not my obligation but my choice to do the work because I want to make money and it is my choice to make money, right?
yeah. So, but so you could say it's somehow even in this interest to earn a living or make money or whatever, however you want to term it, something happens where there's an idea that in that function or in that, once you've agreed to do that, then it comes with this idea of an obligation, which is
Yes.
more important than peace. Can work happen without that? Is it possible to, like, yes, I'm working and at this moment I need to pee, or at this moment I need to stretch or something.
Mm, that's a good question. Yeah, I think that's sort of another deeper problem for me, obligation, because I think I always did something for parents, for grandparents, like for somebody
Yeah,
else,
yeah.
never
So
for
so now we
myself.
just seeing if now we just seeing if we can untangle it and see, okay, look. somewhere that's been the perspective that in work mode, it comes with a certain pressure.
Yeah.
Now, once I'm in work mode, then I'm not free anymore. I'm just seeing if that's necessary, that it goes in that organization. You know, it's interesting because in many cultures, they haven't broken life down into work and play. Or, you know, it's like, you know, it's interesting where somewhere we got conditioned into this is work, and now my time, my life belongs to who's paying my money. Rather than, okay, it's work, yes, and I'm available for that, and I'm available to receive money, but I don't give up my interest in peace.
When you speak about it, I feel 100% that it is possible.
Yeah.
But I feel like I am so like far away from it. Like how does it even feel to do something for myself, just enjoy myself? It's like so
Yeah. So this
deeply
moment is no
ingrained.
problem. This moment is
Yeah.
no problem.
Yes.
So now we have to, okay, so in 10 seconds, we're going to move into, now you're in work mode, and just watching somehow an old habit, an old condition. What does it mean to be in work mode? So you're shifting from exploration mode, present mode, to obligation mode. So, you know, look, if you were an actress, a film actress, and I said, look, I need somebody to play the role of someone that feels obligated. And just how would you access that as an actress? You know, like, so you're just acting it. You're not really believing it, but you're accessing that mindset. So let's see how good you are at acting. And then now you know the neural pathways, you know that feeling. Okay, now I'm obligated, and now my time is
For me,
not.
what comes up is fear.
Mm.
Like I do everything. I feel this obligation because of fear, basically, because if I don't do this, like this relationship with parents and grandparents comes up, like they will be unhappy, they will scream and shout, like, and not love me. And so this fear makes me
So
do what somebody
yes.
else wants.
So we're just seeing, so that's been the imprint, or that's been the conditioning. And we're just
Yes.
looking now to see if it's necessarily true. You know, there's been an orientation to try and please people, or have people like you, or at least not scream at you, whatever. Then it's, you know, it's one thing to try and have people like you, but it's another, just the whole thing is that people don't scream at you. So, or don't show you that they're angry with you. So imagine like living your whole life, always been concerned about what people think about you, whether they like you or don't like you, or they're going to scream at you. And for many of us, it's been how we survived. We oriented towards being hypersensitive to people around us and seeing if they were upset or not, and if it was going to be directed at us.
Yes.
Many people are organized like that.
Yes, I just realized when you were speaking that it's actually my fear of negative emotions of other people. Like my grandmother, she was like so strong in her negative emotions, expressing it. And I have like fear of this energy when people are unhappy and they're expressing it.
Up till now. Up till now, you've had that. Yeah. Because we don't know. We don't know if otherwise you carry it to the future, yeah?
I hope so. Yeah.
So
So
up
if
till
it's
now,
like,
yeah.
so in a way, maybe it was like a shield, like a protection against this negative energy, negative emotions of other people.
Yeah, but at a very high cost, like really giving up yourself
Yes.
and what's important to you. So, and I understand, you know, in a way, it's a kind of abuse, you know, or conditioning, you know, like,
I just realized that actually I was scared of my grandma's reactions this, and I have become just like her because it's just like fuck this shit, like going irritated all the time, just like she was.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's usually how it happens, right? Yeah. And is it okay to enjoy this moment? How much are you allowed to enjoy this moment? What percentage? 10%, 20%, 100%?
100.
100. Okay, cool. So if your grandmother gets upset in this moment and says, look, I don't like you being that happy.
That's exactly what they said always.
So you say, oh, what can you say to your grandmother?
Mhm. I just realized that my previous reaction was like the feeling of guilt. Like I'm
Yeah,
happy and they're unhappy, so I cannot because I have to like share with them in a way. That's what was before. But
yeah.
now, yeah, I understand that I don't want to give up my happiness.
Yeah, so what can you say to her? What can you tell her? Maybe nothing, but maybe something. What can you tell her now?
I could say to her, thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah. Somehow she's put her happiness in your hands and made you responsible for her happiness.
Yeah, I always felt
And
responsible for other
yeah,
people's happiness.
yeah.
Yeah.
And is that true that you can be responsible for somebody else's happiness?
No, because the unhappiness is only in their mind and only they can
Exactly,
change it.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, but just to see, yeah, people get upset. All of us get upset about stupid stuff that has nothing to do with anything.
This is so deep, Isaac. Thank you so much. I'll have to rewatch this conversation and
Yeah, it's okay, you know. Um, yeah, we've been programmed that that we're responsible for other people's happiness, but at some point we need to look at it and go, okay, is that true? Am I responsible for anybody's happiness, or for that matter, unhappiness? Mm. Mm. Okay. Thanks,
so much.
Kamal. Yeah. Fun. So sit with it, and if anything else comes up, come again. We can look some more and play some more. Ah, Christina. Hey.
Hi. All these topics sound really familiar.
I mean, they're so generic. They play in all of us, eh? We think they're so personal and they have to do with me or something, but it's really, they just, yeah, played in consciousness forever.
I noticed, I think someone last week said the movie was not fun. And like I'm noticing there's a lot of peace here, but the movie of my life is horrendous at the moment.
Mhm.
A lot of challenges.
Mm.
And just there's still, I can't wait for that to end, even though the peace is always here.
Mhm. So that movement, I can't wait for it to end. Yes, it's again, it's something I think everybody knows. Just that perspective. I can't wait for it to end. Just feel, just saying those words, what happens in your nervous system? The piece is still there, but just there's on top of it, there's like a unconscious programming. Yeah.
I have to plug you in.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry.
Easy.
Oh, what does it do?
So we're not really then present, we're waiting.
Yes, it's like an enduring.
Yeah.
And it feels like a really strong holding on.
Mhm.
And a part of me wants to walk out of everything, but
Mhm.
there's this still holding on.
Okay. So that's an orientation. I can't wait for it to end. And a lot of people live their whole life like that. I can't wait for it to end, and at the same time, it's like day in, day out. It's like that's the program. And
Mhm.
so we can see it. I think many people know that program. So we're aware of that program. We're aware of the sense of heaviness when we're looking through that filter. And it's also, again, it might be worthwhile just seeing if that program ran in either your mother, your father, both of them, to some extent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Waiting for retirement, waiting for something, yeah, waiting for release, actually. Death it's like this funny thing. So, okay, and so that's one orientation. It's just one of many. So now we come to this moment and we see this moment as all that there is, and this is what I have. And there's been a habit up to now of enduring, waiting. And we've looked at it and we can see and feel what that feels like in the nervous system, and from that perspective, how that colors this moment, even though there's peace in the background. There's some sense of this is not okay. This is, and I'll be relieved when it's over, so to speak. And then seeing if it's possible, just playing. Is it possible to enjoy this moment? Just finding what would it take just to find some way that we can even appreciate the sense of humor that moves into I'm waiting. So we know the quietness, and now we're just introducing, like in a way, like enjoying, um, you know, so right now we just here playing, and we're just playing with, okay, I'm giving you what I have to give, which is my intention. You give me what you have to give, which is your intention. And there's a way in which that can be quite sweet. And there's a way in which we can be uh, waiting. Yeah. So we're just playing now, just exploring and seeing. And I can feel your system is exploring and playing. So you just feel where it feels good to you, that's all. And then this feels different than waiting, at least the way it feels in me at this moment. How's it for you?
I mean, the waiting has to have a future, so
Yeah.
that drops.
Yeah. And then just this moment, playing, and just what, as you're exploring, you're just tracking and seeing, okay, what changes? How does your heart meet the moment? How does your senses meet the moment?
I just have no idea what's going on, you know.
Yeah. And how do you feel the quality of my attention?
Just relaxed.
Relaxed. Okay, cool. And how does that feel to you?
Yeah, the nervous system relaxes.
Relaxes, cool. Okay.
Mind is gone.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and in that flow of this moment, like this, does the waiting remain intact somewhere, or does it drop?
No, it doesn't remain.
Doesn't remain even yet. So you can see how easy that is. Actually, the system knows it.
I
Like
get
yesterday I went to for some dental work and discovered that I needed 3 crowns. So sitting there while this guy is grinding away at 3 of my teeth, making them ready for crowns. And for me, it was, I could sit there kind of enduring it or waiting, or I could sit there kind of like exploring how to enjoy that. Like just watching, because the sound when a driller's drilling, it's an interesting sound. It's just playing and seeing, well, okay, is it possible to just, sure, yeah, really, like here's a guy doing his best to assist me and having to hunch over me mouth and drill away. And I found actually I could actually get quite relaxed, even in that circumstance. I think it's something we can explore in any circumstances, actually.
Yeah, I had a similar experience at the dentist not long ago, so I know it.
Yeah.
Noises and the fears that want to come up, or even at work a lot, I can relax and just watch it like I don't know. There's something like a lack of trust, or I feel like I'll just get more and more challenges to test this piece.
Okay, so that's the opportunity you look at. That's a thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just seeing that there's like the program has been to put up with life, so to speak, waiting, enduring, and not to savor, not to really.
Yeah, or even use spirituality, you know. This is my big
Yeah,
trap is the background of peace and
yeah,
kind of it's a subtle strategy.
yeah, cool. Well, we're just allowing these nuances to reveal themselves, you know, because we know what we're interested in, we know.
Mm.
These are just old programs, oops. That was a magic patch. It just disappeared. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we might be useful. Oh, there you're back, Christina. I see.
Yeah, seems so it's not charging you. Okay. Yeah, these strategies or
Yeah, so I mean, it's beautiful, you know, that they come up to be inquired into and just seen. It's like we get used to it in a certain way, and it just remains as a subconscious orientation until we go, wait a second, that's interesting. There's a funny filter that is very familiar, but actually it's not that much fun.
yeah, it's really not fun.
So just for fun, let's go to the gallery view and check and see how many people know this habit of enduring, of just putting up with life and waiting, 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 and waiting, waiting, waiting. Yeah, so cool. Yeah. Interesting orientation, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it even goes to the point where I'm like, oh, I've seen this planet. I know how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the death. Bring it on. Like, I just, I go really
Yeah.
here with it.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I know, look, I do know it in my past, and I don't know if it happens so often anymore, but yeah, anyway, it's a very familiar pathway. So, you know, like different mantras in the way, you know, how much can I endure would be one, and another, how good can I stand it? Just different mantras or different questions, you know. So
I have that sentence. How good can I stand it written down on my page at the moment?
yeah.
Seems I can't stand it. It seems there's a, I don't know, addiction to suffering or the spiritual path or some crap. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. And just feel how it is now. You know, we didn't try and change anything. We just noticed a subconscious program running, and we just explored it a little bit and just see how relevant it is in this moment right now. Is it leaning more towards enjoying, or is it leaning more towards enduring? You know?
Yeah. Mm.
Thanks, Christine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Isaac.
Anya. Hey.
Hello, Isaac. Hmm.
Hi.
Yeah, just it kind of also yeah, this is also going on here a little bit. It already changed
Mm.
because yeah, I got ill and had to take antibiotics, and I had so much energy before and was so happy that everything was in the flow. And it was like poof, and now I have all these side effects from antibiotics, which I haven't taken since 15 years or something. And I can just feel I'm so weak and tired, and
Mm.
there's this tendency to go to talking to myself, comforting myself, and saying it will get like it was before, and you know this, and but at the same time, it's
Beautiful,
like this.
beautiful to catch that. Just see.
Yeah, I can really
Yes,
see how there's
see
this
that.
kind of supporting myself to be kind of okay with the situation because it will get again like it was before.
Yeah.
But the actual situation is, of course, like, phew, how can I have these weak knees and can't, like, everything is in this recovering also, and I just want to go for it. I had plans, and so it's nice to see. I didn't notice because I thought I'm supporting myself by promising that it will get good again, something like that. But
yeah. And so now from this moment, in this moment, if that's believed in, just in this moment, it'll get good again. Then this moment is something we just put up with.
yeah, I could just see that actually built up some takes strength. It takes effort, and it takes effort to promise and wait. And so I'm happy that this came up now.
Yeah, beautiful. So coming to this moment and just seeing if it's okay right now, just for everything to be like it is. Yeah, now this is it.
There's a lot of sadness coming up somehow
Okay, cool.
because it's not okay. I mean, the sadness is coming up because something is said that it is like that, like it is.
Yeah, so you can see that there's subconscious ideas because it is like it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's also in a way a relief. The sadness comes with a relief also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't know, this could be our last moments here on this planet. We just don't know.
Yeah, it feels like arriving again more also in how it is, also in the body through that, it's like more.
Exactly.
Then it's also fine to not be able to do anything because there's more coming back to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sadness is also part of the weakness also somehow. Yeah, it's like a surrender also, Mm.
There comes a breath, one moment.
Yeah. I can also feel sadness because it is so good to be with you in this. It's like there's gratitude coming up very much. Not to be just alone Because I was even didn't tell anybody that I got ill or something, because I don't want my son to worry. I don't want friends to worry. I'm just like, I need a bit of space, but I'm kind of, again, old pattern. Sort of, nobody should notice, this will pass anyway. Sort of, I'm just pretending to be totally normal, even though huge things are happening in my body somehow. It's good to bring it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a fear coming up now, but
Just watching gently, everything's welcome.
yeah, it feels warmer. It's warmer to even let that kind of fear, which makes it tight, it's sort of can also open softly somehow. Mhm. What I'm aware of now also is that it's almost like admitting that I can also be weak, something like that, because, and I'm sort of amazed again that I always feel like I'm so strong. I mean, like, to whatever can be endured somehow. And it's just this allowance to say, I also need sort of attention maybe, or just the allowance to, yeah, to feel shit somehow, you know. Also, yeah. It feels good, yeah, very good. Thank you.
Excellent, yeah. Yeah. Sebastian.
Am I on?
You're on.
I, I also used a lot of my life enduring. Maybe it's time just to enjoy. Why not?
Why not?
Mm. Somehow, I think maybe Star Wars ruined me a little bit. and I also loved it. The movie, the movie Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was a child, it was my favorite movie because a little guy was very strong. It was not the muscles, it was the inner power. But what was a little fucked up was that they told in the movie, um, Luke, listen to your feelings.
Mhm.
And when I did that, it fucked me up because all my feelings, well, so I, I think what they actually meant was this behind all these feelings. This is
Mhm.
wonderful. I mean, it's I just fucking love it. In it, it's yeah. Mm.
Thank you. Mhm. Susanna. Hi, Susanna.
Yeah, Isaac. What resonates a lot in here is um, this yeah, the system is not used to enjoy. Yeah, I think it was once, but now it's like, yeah. And if this arises, it goes together with a really, really big relaxation in the body. And somehow, yeah, it feels like there is a limitation or there's something that says, oh, now be careful. Don't enjoy too much. And also wanting to, yeah, to keep it. I need to be there's an idea that I need to be very still for not losing it. Oh. Wow. Thank you, Isaac.
How's my sound tonight? Is it okay? Great. Hmm. Julian,
Hello.
hello.
Actually, the discussion also resonates a lot with me. I feel like this huge amount of energy is constantly wasted. It goes like
Hmm.
in the air. So sometimes I just like it makes me feel good to feel like I am enough. Or it's just there's nothing to do.
Hmm.
It's just kind of coming back in the front of me. Feels like a movement that goes in front of me and waste the energy. And when I say that, it comes back and it stays a little bit. So yeah, it feels good.
Easy to enjoy. Huh? You hosted tonight? Thank you. Love, peace, beauty,